Okay, we are live. Welcome to the stream. Let me get the overlay up. Alright, we're here. Welcome. We don't have too many quotes or stats. I've basically gotten stuff from the previous, from the Denver game as opposed to the Thunder game. That was the last game we did. The OKC game, we were up by a decent margin, closing in on halftime, and then just blew it. In the second half, it was basically a capitulation. If we talk about some quotes, I mean, I've only got one, but someone said on Twitter that Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and Clax are showing today why they are the core of the future for this team. Also good in their roles, playing smart team basketball. That was the case in the first half. Swayed away from that in the second half. I mean, Spencer Dinwiddie had about 7 assists in the opening quarter, and then had 4 the rest of the way. So that really that speaks volumes about how the game was played, as the game wore on. Speaking of which, Spence is was averaging, prior to last game, 9.3 assists over his last 8 games, the 6th most in the league. Obviously got 16 dimes against Denver, which is crazy numbers. That is his career best. And he probably was on track to break it again if he actually played that pass first, or had that pass first mentality in the second half. He only had 4, as I said, beyond quarter time. I think he had 9 at the half. He had 2 in the second half. It's not good enough. Playing too much hero ball. I think he was 5 of 16 at the end of that game. And another issue is down the stretch. Mikal, not even down the stretch. Generally speaking, Mikal's getting less touches than Royce and Spence. Spence is sort of okay. Obviously, it's not great when he's playing hero ball, but when he's passing, the ball is popping. But Royce, how that guy has more touches than a guy who's been scoring 30 basically every second game is nuts. Before the last game where we conceded 120, we were first in the league for record. Offensive rating, not great, but the defensive rating at number 1, which sent our net rating to second. And obviously swayed away from that. The defense went out the window in the second half. The offense couldn't flow. And that's where the loss happened. So it's been on the back of a really good turnaround in this run of 6 or 7 games. I mean, we had the 29th best defense for the first 7, and then in the last 6 before the OKC game, we have been in first. So it's been pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff to witness. If I can actually get the box score up. Not the box score, the starting 5. Starting 5 is Spencer, Cam, you know the lot. It's the same as every other game. Do you know what jersey we are wearing? I believe it's the classic uniforms today. So the starting 5 remains the same. And we should be ready to go very, very soon. Yeah. We're wearing the white one. The white one is in not the white like a waist strip. It is the white classic strip. Okay. So a big game incoming. Obviously that game that we lost to the Thunder was probably one we needed to win. Albeit an away game. You can see the only absence yet again is Benjamin Simmons. That is not really surprising to anyone. I've just started the clock. Whoops. Let me send it back. Let's put it 13 minutes, because why not? 01. There we go. Alrighty. So we're closing in on the start of this game. Put your predictions in chat who you think's getting up, because honestly, it's my best guess. The Kings have been, they came off a win yesterday against Chicago on the buzzer. And obviously, De'Aaron Fox has been super clutch all year. So, if that game is anything to go off, it's that if De'Aaron Fox and your boy Sabonis wakes up, we could be in for a bit of strife. I also want you to cast your mind back to the first time we played the Kings, which was obviously at Sacramento. That game was disgusting. We conceded 153. We did not concede less than 35 in a quarter. Just awful, really. KD scored 27 in 31 minutes, but that was really it. I mean, Sumner scored 18. Our starting five in that game was Royce, Joe, Clax, Sumner, and KD. So no Kyrie. Ben was playing off the bench. The bench rotation was really ugly as well, I have to say. Utah, Kess, Dayron, Mills, Simmons, Curry, Thomas, and Duke all getting minutes. So we had no... who did we not have? Obviously no Spence, McCall, Cam Johnson, DFS, and then on the bench it is... Well, we've got a lot of our starters now sitting on the bench from that game. So if that's anything to go off, I think it's the fact that we definitely probably have a more well-rounded squad. We obviously have a lower ceiling, but I don't think we're conceding 153. Kevin Huerter had 5 threes in that game. Harrison Barnes 16. De'Aaron had 14. Domantas Sabonis had 17. 7 and 7 in 28 minutes. He did not miss, so that's a bit scary. And Terrence Davis had 7 threes off the bench on his way to 31 in 26 minutes. So, yeah, that's a little bit scary. I think Sacramento have the best offensive rating in the entire league this season. So, this is going to be a big test against a Nets team who has improved their defense, as we said. Looking at some Twitter stats, the Nets started in the first 7 games with this new look team, 29th in defensive rating. They are now sitting in first, until last game, where I think it would have moved things off a little bit off center. But that being said, it's been a major improvement nonetheless. That is why we've won. Alrighty. Jacques Vaughn said he thought Spencer Dinwiddie should have taken 16 free throws instead of 6 after rewatching the OKC film. It's a good point. Spencer Dinwiddie gets one of the worst whistles in the league. It's sort of crazy to think, actually. But I don't know if you all saw. You probably did. I mean, how could you not? Spencer Dinwiddie going to center court after getting his arm absolutely pulverized. And basically just screaming his lungs out. Because he just could not get a whistle for the love of God. Like, he literally, if his life depended on it to get a foul call, he'd be dead. Like, it's crazy. The Kings currently have the highest offensive rating of all time. I thought about that, and I didn't want to say it if I didn't know for sure. So, I think it's like 129 or something ridiculous like that. If you want to drop a like on this stream nice and early, then go ahead and do so. I'm not too fussed, but if you want to support the channel, you know the deal. Okay. So, first quarter getting ready to kick in. And we're nearly underway, people. Get the headset on. And we're ready to rock and roll. I definitely got to put the volume up because this is basically deaf. Or mute, should I say. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let me just get this up. So the 5 for the Kings is the Aaron Fox, Kevin Huerter, Harrison Barnes, Keegan Murray, and Domantas Sabonis. They've got a lot of continuity with that lineup. That is probably one of the main reasons why they're performing so well. Why is my seat not moving? So yeah, I think the continuity plays a very big part in team success because that chemistry is well and truly built. You're basically doing minor alterations, but you know what you're going to get most of the time. This is a big test, though. And we've got a very tough run of games in the next week and a half, 2 weeks. We've got the Cavs twice. We've got the Nuggets after this game today, which I will be streaming as well. I'll be doing the second of the Cavs games. And we've also got the Heat following that as well. So we'll be here for basically every single one of those. If you want to tune in for those, make sure to subscribe. But here we go. The Nets Classic Court on show. Haven't seen this in a while because we've been on the road a little bit of the time. We had a 3-2 record on that Western Conference road trip that we've just returned from. Here we go. Clax wins the tip, and that is, well, may possibly be our own win. Only win today. But we're underway, and the Nets will get into a set. The Nets need to design plays to get easier baskets. The ball was popping the other day. I mean, I think we had like 15 assists on 17 made field goals. That's what I remember seeing. DFS for 3 is good. And he has been very, very good in the last 3 or 4 games since that Nuggets game. Actually, no. Against OKC, he couldn't buy a bucket from 3, but he has improved significantly. Granted, the base was very, very low. The standard was so low. But we get on the board nice and early, which is what you want to see. A bit of confidence going in. Sabonis muscles his way to the basket and scores for 2. That's going to be very interesting. An interesting watch. Matchup-wise. Bridges the kick out of Johnson. Now to Dinwiddie into the paint for Clax. The layup does not get it to go on the hook shot. And now Sabonis will bring it up. And hand it off to Harrison Barnes, who is picked up by Cam Johnson. The drive, the wraparound pass. And Sabonis thought he was fouled. Somehow DFS saved it before it went out. And now Dinwiddie in transition is going to stop. Kings defense well set. Bridges for 3. Got it. 2 threes to begin this game for the Nets. 6-2. Kevin Huerter into the paint. The kick out to Barnes for 3. That is good. That was... The net barely moved on that. Such a fluent shooting stroke by him. And it's 6-5. So 3 3-pointers in 2 minutes between the two teams, which is... obviously ideal if you're a neutral viewer. Dinwiddie now to continue the run. He got it. 3 threes. 3 shots. Both teams have not missed a 3-pointer. Fox with the acceleration. Good defense. McCall, who I suspect is going to be picking Fox up pretty much all game. Bridges into the paint. The layup off the window. No resistance. And McCall sends us into double digits very early. Now, as much as the Kings are good offensively, defensively, they are very questionable. One of the worst in the league. Fox maneuvers into the paint. The kick out for Barnes. That is off for 3. The offensive rebound by Huerter. Fox thought about the 3. Murray shoots the 3 on the other wing, and that's good. So that is the key. Got to box out. Obviously got killed by Denver on the glass. Johnson swatted by Sabonis. And in transition, Fox to Huerter. That is a very soft foul. but it's going to be given. And Cam Johnson will pick up the first foul of the game. We need the Kings today. Sorry, buddy. What do you mean? Are you a fan of someone else? And you need the Kings to... Or you need the Nets to lose? Herder airballed the baseline 2. Sabonis the kick out of Fox. That's well off to the left. Clacks the board. Johnson to get it past half court. And he will send it to Dinwiddie, I would suspect. One-on-one with Herder. That's probably one you need to exploit. Dinwiddie the kick out. DFS. Into the paint. One more for Bridges. On the wing. Got it! We still haven't missed from 3. That is 4 of 4. The Kings, 2 of 4. Sabonis on the outside. Looking for Fox. They get it to Herder instead. The switch. Now Clax picking him up. Bridges on Sabonis in the paint. Barnes feeds Sabonis with the mismatch. Sabonis with the spin and the little hook shot. So it seems like we're going to have to try to find a way to treat Sabonis like we did with Jokic in the second half. Dinwiddie thought he was fouled. He did not get another whistle. He can't get him all season long. Murray in the corner for 3. That's off. Rebound Clax. But bro, I'm pretty sure Spence is... If he's not Spencer Dinwiddie, he's getting a whistle. Shark Vaughn is going to call a timeout. This is obviously one of his more later timeouts because we usually tend to come out the gates very slowly. But it's been a good start and there hasn't really been a reason to halt that momentum. So we lead by 4. That is our first timeout of the game. So far we hold Fox to 0 points. Well, it's a good start, yeah. McCall's picking him up and I mean... The other day, even though Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had about 33 on 50% shooting, I think McCall played some really good defense. Like it was... He was pretty switched on the entire game. Obviously, offense, you know, the skill prevails over defense, you know, more often than not. Especially if the offensive player is switched on. And Shai was in the second half. He found it very difficult in the first half. Much like a lot of players, second half arrived. And it got very, very, very ugly. But, you know, I don't think McCall did an awful job. If you are enjoying the stream thus far, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. We're going to be back for Nets versus the other team, the Nuggets, in about 2.5 days. 2 days. So, yeah. Me and my brother are Nets fans and it's his birthday, so I hope we win for him, make his day happy. Well, you also had your birthday about a week ago, I remember, off memory, so... I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. Both of your birthdays are being condensed at or into a really tough part of the Nets fixture. But look, I think the last time we had a birthday, we won. So let's hope it continues. The luck continues. I mean, if we win today, we need birthdays to happen every single day because it seems like if we win today, we've got a 2-0 record. When a birthday falls on a Nets game day. We'll see how we go though. Plenty of time for things to turn around. Heck, we haven't even played 5 minutes yet, so you know, a lot of work to do, but signs are good at the moment. Not one missed 3-pointer. That's not going to be sustainable. Royce into the game for DFS nice and early. Maybe that's going to help the three-pointers a little bit more as well. We've got 3 to shoot. Dinwiddie's going to put one up. Hits back iron, and that is our first miss of the game from the perimeter. So Sabonis now looking for Kevin Huerter. High screen. Pass. Intercept by Johnson, but it is fumbled out of play. It will be a reset for the Kings. I don't know how it's a reset when we didn't really possess the basketball, but it will be the Kings now in the corner. Davion Mitchell is in for Fox. So obviously staggering the Sabonis Fox minutes. Huerter from deep. That's well short. Royce saves it. Well done. And Clax will bring it up. Get it to Spence. McCall. In the corner, going to back down Kevin Huerter. He shoots the midi over the top, and that's good defense by Kevin. Sabonis leaves it for Huerter on the move. That's well off again. So Dinwiddie. McCall picked up by Davion Mitchell on the wing. Johnson on the catch. Getting a couple of looks here, which are decent enough, but I would like to see a bit more ball movement. Huerter cuts down the middle. Huerter missed and is slow to get up. It's a 5-on-4 for the Nets. Bridges into the paint. The kick out for Royce. One more for Spence. Wide open. He got it. And the Kings are going to be forced into a timeout, I think. You definitely could make a case that there should have been a whistle involved in that. I mean, McCall wasn't even looking on the contest. He did hold his knee, so I don't know if that's... I don't know if there's a foul in that sequence, but regardless, I mean, I'll take the three-pointer because that's exactly what we need. We're forcing them to miss, which is good. Well, yeah, if you dumb it down, you know, like, it doesn't take a genius to work out that you got to play good defense to win games of basketball. That's why we've got the lead at the moment. Only 10 points conceded. I'd consider it a win thus far. Alrighty. If you are enjoying thus far, by the way, make sure to drop a like and subscribe as well if you're new. We're going to be back in a couple of days, but right now, McCall's been on fire. Spencer Dinwiddie a couple early threes, which is good. The reason Spence can knock down the threes, and this has been a common trend before he left a few years ago, you know, when he's returned now, he's getting threes and shooting on the catch. He's not dribbling out the shot clock and putting up a three. More often than not, catch and shoot threes work. At least for shooters that aren't really accustomed to being certified scorers. So Spencer's just got to focus on driving it to the rack and kicking it out, which he did well in the first half the other day. And he's got to ensure that the three-pointers he's taking are not the ones where you wind down the shot clock and just put up a three. Because we know how low percentage it is. So 17-10. So a good start though. In this first quarter, we've hit 5 3-pointers already. That is a huge part of the current scoreline of this game. Cam Thomas is in. Malik Monk has gotten into the game for the Kings. Mitchell is wide open. He misses the three. The rebound by Clax. Wayne, hope you're doing well, my guy. Hope you've had a good week. Cam Thomas into the paint. The kick out of Bridges. In the corner. Picked up by Mitchell. And now Royce up top. Clax. Dimwitty. 6 to shoot. Got to drive it. Got to drive it. He does. Gets to the rack and scores for 2. It's a pretty simple game with Spencer Dinwiddie if he doesn't overcomplicate things. Currently holding the Kings to 29%. Sabonis off the window. So, like, that's why the lead is where it is. We've held the Kings down considerably well. Had quite a few open looks, so I would be... Yeah, I'm pretty content with this result. Bridges off the window over Sabonis. Had the extra step. And it's a now 9-point lead. Sabonis is fouled. And Clax made sure that the ball absolutely wasn't getting sent up there. Whoops. Kevin Herter has gone down the race, by the way. Let's have a look. Herter's, like, leg twisted. That was a bit weird, actually. Sabonis at the line, but Kevin Herter may be done. And that'll mean they may see some extra minutes from Malik Monk and Terrence Davis, you would assume. Sabonis at the line makes number 1. Trey Lyles and Kessler Edwards in the game. Kessler Edwards. Bro, Kessler Edwards has actually been balling. Properly good defensive activity. I mean, the offense has always been a question mark, but as far as defense goes, I've heard a lot of good things about what he's been able to do in Sacramento. He's currently picking up Spencer Dinwiddie. Cam Thomas. High screen DFS. DFS top of the key. Short. Good look, though. DFS is going to have to knock those down more often than not. Monk on the catch and shoot 3. I'm very scared because Malik Monk is... You don't really know what you're going to get from him on any given night. I mean, when he played in Charlotte, there were a couple games where he torched us as well. Mikal one-on-one with Sabonis. Midi shook him off, but a miss. And now it is... Monk again. That is a long miss. Cam Thomas chases up the board. Dinwiddie looking for Mikal again. I like this. We are feeding Mikal. If the opportunity is there, we're doing a good job of it. Cam in the middle. Bro, Cam has got to just... He was in the paint and he rolled out to shoot a contested mid-range. He's probably got to be looking for a better shot. Edwards to Sabonis. Now Malik Monk. Drive and kick. Edwards on the catch. That's off. The rebound. Edwards ends up with it. DFS vertical, but Edwards with the finish through contact. 7-0 run for the Kings. So this bench unit with Sabonis has put in a good shift. What the fuck was that, Cam? Oh, for God's sake, man. That is why Cam doesn't get minutes. Fucking hell. So it's going to be the Kings bringing it up to tie the game up or take the lead for the first time tonight. Monk, wraparound pass. Mitchell is wide open. That is off. He's getting permitted some really wide open looks. We push the pace. Thomas, one-on-one with Edwards. Got him moved. O'Neal, Dinwiddie. Thomas in the corner. Got Lyles on him. Sidestep 3. That is a bad shot. We got Mikal on the floor. And we got Dinwiddie on the floor. Pass it. Monk. Acceleration. Blew the layup. Sabonis the offensive board. Got everyone out of the way. Lyles can set the feed. He missed it. Rebound again by the Kings. And Cam Thomas thought that he had done well and actually won the ball for our team. But the Kings, another offensive rebound. Again. And I'm pretty sure we actually signed or were planning to sign Moses Brown, a 7-2 center. Nerlens Noel is off the roster. And I think Moses Brown is the bloke that's getting run for the rest of the year, which is an interesting acquisition. He's 7'2". We haven't had a player that tall, I think, ever. Corner 3 for Monk. That is good. They have the lead back, and we have a timeout. What a fucking surprise that the minute we stopped scoring, and Cam Thomas has come on the court, we've fucked it up. It hasn't just been Cam Thomas, but that small ball lineup. You cannot play small ball rotation with Sabonis in the game. I'm pretty certain you can't be doing that. Let's have a look. Why is it already showing me stuff? You can literally see that we've scored a 3-pointer, which is just excellent news. I may be very well behind. I am so far behind. I'm going to update this because we're actually... Let me just... Fox converts and ties the game. You've got some weird-ass timer here right now. It's not going to let me do it, is it? Alright, I'm just going to hold it there. I didn't realize I was so far behind. That's going to be a backcourt violation. Yep, I'm 2 minutes delayed. I just realized how far back I was. So, I don't know why it was that far back. Oh, well, we're in line for the next quarter. So 24 apiece, 35 seconds to play. Fox into the paint. Clacks with the block. And Cam Thomas will hold. 4-second difference between shot and game. Cam one-on-one with Edwards picking him up. Now Lyles picking him up. One-on-one. Please pass the ball, Cam. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, that is a bit of a mare by the Kings. They literally had 5 people there for the offensive rebound or defensive rebound, and they've absolutely blown it. Bridges back in for the final possession. So 24 apiece. I would say we've dominated, but the back end of this quarter, we've sort of failed to remain in good habits. We haven't had a free throw all quarter either. Curry stood out of play. Whoops. So we've got 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. A turnover after Curry stood on the side. Kess will be inbounding, looking for Fox. Actually, no, Kess is going to the bench. Terrence Davis in the game, who will now be the inbounder. So Fox needing to take it the length of the court. He gets it to Davis, whose catch and shoot three is off. And we are at quarter time, having ended where we began. All tied up after 1, and we've got obviously a long way to go in this game. But let's have a look at the first quarter stats brought to you by me. Sabonis with 8. I mean, we've well held Fox and Herder, who are a combined 1 of 8. Overall, well, Malik Monk's got 6 off the bench, but overall their shooting is not good. They've already taken 15 threes. But it's the offensive rebounding, which is yet again a problem. Bridges with 10, Dinwiddie with 8, accounting for 3/4 of our scoring. Cam Thomas has missed 3 shots early. Overall, not shooting the ball too poorly. But the fact of the matter is we have 5 less shots than the Kings. They've already had 4 offensive rebounds and we have had none. So that is where the difference is there. Few turnovers in that as well, and they've had only 1. So, I mean, if there's any things I need to extract from this first quarter, it's that we need to force a few more turnovers. That's number 1. Number 2 is pass the ball more, because we started the game really well offensively and then just fell off a cliff. Yeah. You know, that's probably all, I would say. Because I think we've defended pretty well. Sabonis played the entire first quarter. The Kings can take advantage because we suck in the third quarter. I would say the opposite. We do, we will only be trash in the third quarter if we're leading at halftime. I mean, Mikal Bridges talked about this at the end of the OKC game. He said, we need to start the third quarter when we're winning as if we're losing. Because, like, you see games against, like, Minnesota and Denver, we've been trailing in those games and have destroyed them in the third quarter. Like, we outscored them in both games by, like, 15 or more. I think it was 18 or more, you know, in those 2 games. So we've got to be doing exactly what we do well when we're down and facing adversity. Problem is, yeah, when we're leading, we get a little bit complacent and think, you know, get a little bit too comfortable in our lead. Damn, this is a big point. I think they just got pinged for a delay of game. The second one of the match, which means that we're getting a free throw, which we convert, but we haven't had a minute elapse in this game, or second elapse in this second quarter, and we've already got a point. That is incredibly soft, but that could be a very handy point when the time comes. So, Metu in the game, they're looking for the alley-oop. Clax, how did he not end up with it? And now Monk. 3 over Joe, that is way too open. Luckily, Royce will get the rebound after a miss. They get it ahead. That pass to Clax. What the fuck? Did he not get hit on the arm there? So a missed layup, and Metu the other way. Big dunk. But it seemed like I was watching the same possession 2 possessions in a row. You know, a pass into the middle being partially blocked or intercepted. How did Clax get it to go? That is ridiculously good. Okay, that is a clean block. I thought Clax got hit on the forearm, not the hand, which is where he actually ended up getting hit. But that foul is called. And Clax to shoot 1 free throw at the line. This is our first proper free throw of the game, which is good. I'm not going to count that technical free throw because of the delay of game. It is 28-26. Second quarter action well and truly underway. Fox, Lyles, Monk, Metu, and Davis in the game for the Kings. That flip is off. Please get the board. That's going to be our ball. Are you kidding? Did that not go off Lyles, bro? That's gone off his leg. Oh, for fuck's sake. It did hit Clax after the ball was out of play, I do feel, but oh well. Fox into the paint. Maneuvers through. Foul. Didn't get it to go. It's going to be shots, and Joe will pick up the foul. 3.2 remaining on the shot clock when that foul was called. So probably avoidable there. But it's going to be De'Aaron shooting 2. And I mean, the guy's gotten or had a knack of getting to the free throw line this year to go with that scoring boost. He's averaged 26 a game. He misses the first free throw there, so a couple points being given up via the delay of game warning and then missing free throws at the line. How do the refs call fouls on the Kings but not us? I'm not going to give us the excuse of not getting foul calls, because if you move the ball, you're going to be getting more open looks and more open layups. The fouls will filter in. We can't be playing to the whistle though and expecting a whistle. That's an open 3 for Curry. He got it. He wanted a foul. The 3 was let go right in front of the referee. No call. Since a 5 of 8 start, we are now 7 of 16 from the field. Metu misses the hook shot. Clax hasn't been very firm on those defensive rebounds, but we got the rebound anyway. Curry picks up his dribble and out to Royce. Back to Curry. Gets by Metu. That's a foul. Lyles. Little bit of an arm extension into the back of Clax. And it will be shots. Ball don't lie? No, it was a foul. De'Aaron just not good enough to make the free throws. So, 5-point lead for the Nets. Clax fakes the handoff. Past to Johnson in the corner was a bit to the left. He now kicks it out to the top of the key. That pass was very saucy. How do we save it? Royce, it's off. Man, that was a bit of a disjointed possession. Still got a good look out of it, though. De'Aaron Fox over the shoulder. Lyles wide open for 3 is good. Can't be leaving men open like that. Way, way too easy. The out of bounds was not supposed to go to the Kings. Yeah. Oh, well. Here's what it is. Once a call happens, you can't change it, so you can only do what's in front of you. So, Cam Johnson. That's poor defense. Way, way too open for the Kings. And as suspected, there's going to be a timeout called by the Kings because bit of a mismatch there with Metu, and they wanted to switch, but it never happened. Actually, I think Metu was trying to communicate with, I think, Terrence Davis to not switch. But they did switch, and that meant that Metu was late to the rotation, not on the same page. Cam Johnson down the middle, and the Euro. So 33-29, it's been a decent enough first half, I do think. There's a lot of improvements we could have made. But right now, I mean, it depends on whether Kevin Huerter returns. I'm actually going to do a bit of Twitter searching to see if Kevin Huerter is done or, yeah. So Kevin Huerter is questionable to return. You can change a call. They just did it in the Memphis-Miami game. It's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. If you are enjoying the stream, though, make sure to drop a like and subscribe as well. If you're new, we're doing Nets Denver, then Nets Cavaliers, the second one of 2. And we're also doing the Heat game next week. But after that, not many watch-alongs beyond that point. So make sure to tune in for as many as you can, because that'll be basically it. And we'll be doing a few analysis videos in the time I can't do watch-alongs, but yeah. Okay. Nuggets down bad, losing to the Pistons currently. I'm pretty sure it's only the second or third quarter, so I would back a comeback. Because... yeah, the Pistons, I don't think any lead is safe. Heck, any team in the league, no lead is safe. So 33-29, 9 or so minutes to play in this second quarter. Good start. Pretty questionable back end of the first quarter, but we've responded well. Play resumes with Davion Mitchell. Sabonis is back in. De'Aaron to the bench again. Davis, Lyles, the spin. Missed the layup. Rebound Joe. Seth Curry. He's now picked up by Mitchell. Give and go with Finney-Smith. Midi is short. Rebound Lyles. So now Mitchell. Royce is on Sabonis in the post. I'd back this. Sabonis backs down Royce. Stays with him well. Oh my god. Sabonis is going to get another shot at the line. He converted the two. Did he move? I mean, probably going to need a different camera angle to see whether he did travel. So, free throw for Sabonis to get it back down to 1. He is my main issue because I do think we can stop De'Aaron Fox. I don't think we'll have too much... or he won't be as scary to guard as Sabonis. Because Sabonis is just so crafty with his footwork, you know? Like, even in a really disadvantaged position, he can find a way to just get into the restricted area, and from that point on, it's curtains. That pass was a little bit scary by Royce, but he's able to regather. Royce looking. He's going to drive it on Sabonis. He just fucking lost it, and now gets it to Cam Johnson. He drives. He's got to get one up and over, and he missed it. That's a poor possession, man. You can't be seriously playing Royce at the fucking guard position on the bench. You got to have one of Dinwiddie or McCall in the game, man. There's a 3-second call on who? Is it on Doe or Royce? What? Who the fuck was that on? A defensive 3 seconds. I've got no idea who the whistle was on. So, game tied up. Kings have not had a lead larger than a singular possession. Ball inbounded to Sabonis. Finney-Smith guarding. Passing around the perimeter. Mitchell going to drive and pull up at the elbow. And he is short. Rebound DFS. Now Joe going to push the pace. DFS. Back to Joe. No space to shoot the 3. The driving kick by Joe. Wide open look for Royce. He just passed it up. Finney-Smith hit the deck as he passed it away. Curry, the pull-up 2 is good. That was not a clean possession whatsoever. Couple dodgy passes, but Joe Harris really opened up that possession with the driving kick out. Sabonis passing to Mitchell. They're looking for Barnes in the corner, but Johnson read it and knocked it out of play. So McCall will check back in at the 6:56 mark of the second quarter. So Edwards returned to the game a couple minutes ago. Murray returned and so did Barnes. There's another foul. This one's on DFS with 4.8 on the shot clock. That is such a killer foul to give away, and a really careless one too. Really careless. A little shove on a... as Sabonis was trying to set the screen. Sabonis looking for Keegan Murray, who's now got Seth Curry on him in the post. I hate this. Easy turn. Easy dunk. Fucking hell. How did Seth Curry end up on Keegan Murray? That's ridiculous. DFS. Corner for Johnson on the catch. Fucking hell. Big block by Sabonis there. And now Barnes going to drive on Joe. Barnes blew the layup. And Joe, I mean, not the best defense in allowing Barnes to get into the paint. But he was there for the miss. Curry, excellent cross. And the three, the shake and bake. We've hit 7 threes in this game on 15 shots as opposed to the Kings hitting 5 threes on 17 shots. The layup by Mitchell is good. Far too easy. So as we exceed the back end of this first half, the Nets hold a 1-point lead. It has not really been a game with much separation involved. Finney-Smith, Curry, 6 to shoot. Curry in the mid-range, hits back iron. Rebound. Sabonis. Murray thought about the 3. Now we'll shoot the 3. That's well short, and the rebound by Curry. So a couple substitutions pending. Clax and Dinwiddie on the bench, getting ready to come in. Bridges on the drive. The kick out for Joe. Catch and shoot 3 is off. And that is his first shot of the game, I think. Probably still warming up. Murray set the feet, missed it. Edwards is fouled, dude. You can't be fucking serious, Seth Curry. You have 3 players under the basket. Oh my god. Fucking hell. I lost my breath there as well. Seriously, man. Can't be asked. He actually hasn't been bad offensively, Seth Curry, but the defense is so fucking annoying. You guys were better than the Tigers last Eve, I reckon. I would have to differ. I think we got very lucky. I don't think it was a very good game. I don't think anyone deserved to win, and the result shows that. What a game. Monk. Sabonis just blew the dunk. I don't know who got the hand on it. Bridges in transition, that's off. I would have liked to have attacked the basket on that transition opportunity there. Sabonis took a shot. How the fuck, man? Dinwiddie got clubbed in the face against Denver. You didn't call a whistle. And Sabonis hits the deck. And it's, yeah. I don't even want to talk about it. Seth Curry's 3 that he hit a couple possessions ago, so tough to see if that's actually a 3 or a 2, because the toe is like basically right on the edge of the outside of the line. Good luck being the reviewers. So 4:30 to play. Scoreline is 38 apiece. The offense has not been something to cheer about too much. A lot of missing in this game. Second free throw for Sabonis is good. We've actually played well defensively on a Kings team who is offensively ridiculous since the All-Star break. Oh, Spence, what a fucking crap pass. And now a turnover. Unprovoked. Fox is long on the 3. The long rebound by Johnson. Crucial take. Bridges the cross. The drive on Fox. The bounce pass to Clax, who's got Fox in the post. Picks up his dribble. Lost it. Got it back. And now the Kings need to relocate. So with 7 to shoot, Spencer on the outside. He's going to drive on Sabonis. The kick out for DFS. 3 off. That's going to be Nets ball. Oh, fuck off. A foul? Where? Bro. Oh, you can't be serious, dude. That is ridiculous. It's all incidental contact. What do you want him to do there? Just let him get the rebound. I'm very scared for the second half because the Kings have scored 39 points. They're not shooting the ball well. Gone to the free throw line a fair bit, and that's kept the scoreboard ticking for them. But as we said pre-game, they're one of the best offensive teams in the league, full stop. One of the best in the, you know, if we look at it from an all-time perspective even. What happened to the Spence that could drop 30 and run the second unit when Luka headed for the bench? Well, he's not playing off the bench, is he? It's a completely different responsibility because we don't have a Luka on our team. Kevin Huerter is out for the game, guys. So that is interesting news. Dimwitty. High screen Clax. Switch. Clax rolls. Kick out for Royce. Gotta score it. Yes. There it is. Had plenty of open threes. Probably haven't punished the way we would have liked, but we do so there. Very, very good and clean possession. Oh my God. They have just spammed the pick and roll play like all half, and it continues to work. Clax has picked up his third foul. This is what happens when you have no backup center. Heck, this is what happens when you don't even have a starting center. I mean, we've got to have our starting five on the floor when Sabonis is on the floor. Well, there's got to be a more conscious effort to collapse the paint and stop the Sabonis runs. Like, that's how he's getting to the line. So Sabonis scored the 2, got the N1 to go, and now it's a 3-point lead for the Kings. Bridges drives. Good kick out to Royce. Great find. That's well long on the 3. Sabonis leaves it for Fox. Gets by Royce. Kick out to Monk, who's wide open. The 3 is off. Good box out by Royce. The rebound by the Nets. And now Royce will have to slow the play down. Uses the screen by Clax. Good skip pass to Dimwitty, who gets by the closeout. The layup. He blew the layup. And he wanted a foul. Bro, you fucking taking the piss. Another foul? What is the foul for? I understand there was a little bit of, like, a clipping as Fox was coming up the floor, but that is a joke of a foul to call. What sort of officiating is that? Like, how frustrating. Like, that is just ridiculous. Alrighty. If you are enjoying the stream, by the way, make sure to drop a like and subscribe as well. We'll be back in a couple of days' time. I will look at the box score at the half. There's about 2.5 to play. When we return, the Kings are in the bonus, so they will be shooting 2 at the line for a foul that I definitely don't think was a foul, but it is what it is. But I'm just a little bit scared, as I've said multiple times in this game, because we've held the Kings to under 50. to this point, which is a good sign. The bad sign is we have only scored 41 points. We've had a lot of open looks and have not punished, but at the same time, there's been quite a few stinky possessions as well, which I think we've left a little bit to be desired. So it's just a little bit frustrating, you know? So, oh, this is just a bit annoying. Let's see. Spence just blew the layup. That wasn't a foul. I think he got pinged with the technical as well. Like, just... Spence has got to stop complaining, though. Like, I reckon he's taken, like, 3 shot attempts, and he's complained on every single one of them. Like, you can't be giving away technicals like that. And the foul call as well, bringing the ball up. You can't be doing that either. So the lead is 4 for the Kings. I reckon this is their game high. And they've obviously got an opportunity to reinforce that lead a little bit more as well, with a couple made free throws here. So second free throw for Harrison Barnes is good. And it is now 47-41. 12-3 run for the Kings in the last 3 or so minutes. The offense has hit a bit of a wall. No DFS on the floor. Royce is taking the starting 4 spot, at least in this lineup. That's a really bad pass. Good take by Clax. He's trapped. And he hit the side of the backboard. And now we've got to hurry up. Clax, get back. Murray wide open 3. That's exactly what happens, Clax, when you're too busy, caught up in the previous possession. Don't get back. It's a 5-on-4, and there you go. Bucket. Dinwiddie for a step back 3. Can't be doing that. It's going to get out to a double-digit deficit here if we're not careful. Johnson, excellent job. And in this stretch where we've won 5 of 7, Cam Johnson has picked up a number of charge calls in that exact nature. That's a big, big stop there by Cam. Didn't even let Barnes get the shot up, which is pretty imperative. But we need to close out this half, man. 41 points in a half ain't going to cut it against one of the best offensive teams in the league. McCall, Clax, into the paint, the spin. He blew the fucking hook shot, bro. A lot of good looks. Can't buy a bucket. Monk gets right by Seth Curry. The layup is off, but guess who's there? Sabonis. That's what happens when Clax commits to Malik Monk, who just blew by Seth Curry way too easily. Resources have been committed to the first contest that you've got no one to box out. Bridges is fouled on the floor. I'm very interested to see the amount of shot attempts by Bridges at the half. I don't think they've been nearly enough. There's been nearly enough. Johnson. Kick out. Curry. Ball fake. And then missed a... Mate, we've missed our last 9 shots to end the half. Needs a proper reset at halftime. What the fuck is that, Seth Curry? Wide open 3 for Monk. Lucky they did not score. We're 27% from the field on the quarter. Dinwiddie, 1 more for Clax, 1 more for Curry, 1 more for Bridges. Wide open, top of the key. It's off again. And a rebound by the Kings. So, even that was a good look. Sabonis to Monk. 7-second difference between shot and game. Fox. Great cross. Got rid of Curry. Easy 2 in the mid-range. They are on a 13-0 run. Ever since Dinwiddie decided to complain. Oh my god. Ever since there was a Dinwiddie complaint, it's been a 10-0 run, I think. With 4.9 left, we're getting free throws. Dinwiddie finally gets a call. It's going to be incredibly funny if he misses both of them. Let's see if I jinx him. But the problem is, we can say that we play better. Look at that. He missed the first free throw. We can say that we play better in the second half, but the Kings have only scored 54 points as the best offensive team in the league. So we've got to be very careful that they don't let loose. And what did I just say about Dinwiddie missing both at the line? He did so, and now Murray, pull up 3. He definitely didn't get that one off. It's going to be waved off, and that's the half. Crap, what a bad ending. How many points did we score in that second quarter? Couldn't have been many. I think it was actually 17 points to go with our 24 in the first quarter. But the Kings did well and scored 30. So that's where the difference was in that second quarter. Daniel Berry, hope you're doing well, my guy, as well. If you are enjoying the stream, people, make sure to drop a like and subscribe as well. Right now, the dealio is this. The team sucks offensively. Defensively, against a Kings team that is really good. Really good on offense. We've defensively played pretty well. I mean, look at their shooting. 37.5%. 26% from 3. That is not bad. The free throw number is a little bit of an issue. The offensive rebounding is not as bad as it seems, but 2 turnovers is pretty poor to have conceded in a half. Like, we need to be better at forcing turnovers. Sabonis has been the clear number 1 option. I mean, our defense on De'Aaron Fox has been exceptional, but 20 and 12 to Sabonis is just uncanny. That is ridiculous. But De'Aaron Fox, the defense on him has been awesome. Like, credit to Mikal for not making anything easy. I would imagine we see a distribution of minutes between Malik Monk, Terrence Davis, and Davion Mitchell for the 2-guard spot. In case you missed it, Kevin Huerter only has 6 minutes because he is injured and ruled out for the rest of the game. But here's where the problem lies. So you can see the Nets rotation here. Mikal did not score a point in that quarter. I mean, he's shooting the ball pretty well, all things considered. But Clax, he's had 7 shots. Usually it'd be like 5 of 7, 6 of 7. He hasn't been close to that mark today. Spence started well, but ever since he started complaining, it hasn't really ended well. Seth Curry's been probably the only thing worth noting off the bench for the Nets. I want to see some energy. Get Utah in, bro. Or get Sumner in. Seriously, anyone. Because what we're seeing right now is not working. Like, off the bench, I do not want to see Royce O'Neal handling the rock. If that's going to be the case, you have to play Edmund Sumner. Look, we're actually not shooting the 3 ball badly, all things considered, but from the field, we've been worse than we have been from, you know, outside. Yeah. Free throws haven't been there nearly enough. Only 5 free throws. That's been one of the big points of difference in this game. No offensive rebounds really to talk about. And the turnover number, we've looked after the ball relatively well, but it's the free throws for me, number 1. Far too easy. Whenever Sabonis rolls to the rim, he can just get to the spot. No one's really being physical and blocking the run. So we really need to give him the same treatment that we gave Jokic. I mean, very similar dynamic because, you know, at halftime against Denver, we were, I don't know how much we were down by, but Nikola Jokic at the half had 19 points and 11 rebounds. Sabonis is 20 and 12. So I think we need to bring the same level of physicality we took to your boy Nikola Jokic, because it's just been far too easy for him, hasn't it? 8 field goals for 20 points is incredibly efficient, but we're not doing ourselves any favors with the way we are fouling him at the free throw line. So it hasn't been really a pleasant watch at all. Look, the good thing is that it is only a 13-point game. The bad thing is it is a 13-point game, and I think we've played good defense. So everyone is bagging Spencer Dinwiddie. But Spence isn't even the the entire problem. Spence is part of the problem, but he's not the entire problem. You know, it's very easy to diss Spencer Dinwiddie when he's not hitting shots and he's complaining to the refs and missing free throws at the line, even though he wants to get to the free throw line. You know, Clax has been missing quite a few good looks at the rim. There's been a couple open threes being missed by a number of players. There's been a few turnovers in there that have been pretty careless as well. I'm just very scared for De'Aaron Fox because I know that guy can bloody perform, and he's only taken 6 shots. He's been well held, but as I said, I'm not very excited for this. Around the grounds, there's not too many games today. Obviously, before we were talking about Detroit being up on Denver, but right now that deficit is sitting at 2 for the Nuggets. Jokic is 26. And somehow, I don't know how, but Rodney McGruder is leading the points for Detroit. He's hit 5 threes and he's got 3 steals. Probably the game of his career at the moment. Fox won't stay this quiet all game. Well, yeah, once they feed him the ball more. Actually, the only reason they'll feed him the ball more is if there's significant adjustments with the way in which we treat Sabonis. Because, I mean, why fix something if it ain't broken? You know? Because Sabonis, I mean, scoring 20 and 12 on the efficiency he is, getting to the free throw line a lot, there is absolutely zero reason why you stop feeding him the ball to favor Fox. The only time you favor Fox is if Sabonis admittedly is, or evidently is getting like double teamed, or there's a lot more physicality, the shots aren't coming as easily. That's when you can look to Fox and he can put the team on his back and probably perform. So I wouldn't be one bit surprised if Sabonis continues the way he is, and if he isn't, well then you can expect De'Aaron Fox to probably get his fair share of responsibility in this game. So it's not great, is it? It's not ideal. I actually want to see what people are saying about De'Aaron Fox because yeah. De'Aaron's done nothing, though. As I said, I got to credit Mikal Bridges for that, but why does this always have to be so difficult? Always so difficult. Okay. Okay. So let me know what you think we're going to witness in the second half. I sure as hell hope that we actually see a bit more offense by this team. Started the game really well. I mean, we hit our first 4-3. So then when you put it in the perspective that we're only 8 of 22, it looks sort of awful when you put that in consideration. Going 4 of 18 after making 4 of your first 4. I wonder why, you know? So frustrating. Definitely a lot of regrouping needed. I am very interested to hear your thoughts though, people. Mikal also, I mean, we talk about how we started 4 of 4 from 3 and are now 8 of 22s, which means obviously we went 4 of 18 since the good start. Mikal also, 3 of 3 for 8 points at the very start of the game. He's now 4 of 8, so he's gone 1 of 5 since that point. So everything's really slowed down and fallen off. We had a 9-point lead in the first quarter as well. Ever since the bench came in, Cam Thomas came in, turned to shit. Obviously, Cam Thomas is the easy guy to blame, but there are a number of individuals responsible for the reason we are losing right now. So, yeah. I need to take a little bit of a headphone break because it's going to give me a headache. But 41 points, I mean, we already know what the answer is going to be when we score 41 points half. We know what the result's going to be. You know, doesn't take a genius to work this one out. Yeah. We aren't making the easy shots. How many missed layups? Well, we talk about Clax being 2 of 7. So usually in a good game where he's actually converting the shots, you're probably scoring, you know, he's probably going 5 of 7 on a good day. He's 2 of 7 today. So, you know, he makes a couple of those, then we make another couple of threes. You know, all of a sudden, we're basically neck and neck with Sacramento again. Just trying to see who's on the floor practicing their shots right now. Mikal, DFS, Cam Johnson's on the floor, and so is that Utah? Bro, Utah is in the lab, man. Utah is ready to play. I would give Utah some run. Clax is out on the floor as well. Spence is sitting on the bench, I think. But, like, yeah, Utah is on the floor. Sumner is a guy that we probably need for energy purposes. Like, if we can't make layups, at least Sumner can get us to the line, because we've had five free throws. 5 free throws all half. And we need someone that can actually give us the, you know, the burst of energy on both sides of the floor. Sumner could guard Fox. Like, we know how Sacramento have opted to stagger the minutes of Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox. If you play De'Aaron Fox with the bench, and we've got our bench out there as well, then run Sumner, man. I'm sick of the Royce minutes, bro. Royce minutes is in facilitator Royce minutes. Like, I don't want to see it. I want to see a proper point guard or someone that I know is going to, I feel a little bit more confident with the passing. Like, Edmund Sumner is not that bad. He's not that poo. And I don't know why he hasn't been given run. I'd give him run over Cam Thomas at least today, because Cam didn't do anything to prove his worth. Like, at all. But this really sums up the first half. Spencer Dinwiddie misses a layup, does not get back, fouls in the bonus and picks up a tech all in the span of 5 seconds. I mean, that really does it for me. Let's see what the assistant says. Yeah. Yep, so basically the premise of the premise basically for this second half, said by the assistant coach, are the Nets at home? Yes. Is be physical with Sabonis. We had no second chance points, no fast break points. The Kings are on a second night of a back-to-back. We've got to run them, like, off their feet in this second half. We did ourselves absolutely no favors. We gave Sabonis 20 points and 12 rebounds, man. We need to absolutely respond and make a statement. We've done this before, like 3 or so times in the last 2 weeks. Do I think we can do it again? Potentially, but it's going to have to start from this very first possession as we get underway in this second half. Here we go. Fox to Sabonis, now to Keegan Murray. High screen, picks up his dribble. Terrence Davis is getting the start this second half in place of Kevin Huerter. 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. Miss, good defense, Clax. And now Dinwiddie will bring it up. Kings have been pretty good defending or preventing us from breaking out and running. Mikal. Oh, that's such a crap pass. Spencer Dinwiddie, it just fell in his lap. Gets into the paint. The step back 2 is off. Oh, Jesus. Just drive it to the fucking paint, bro. Enough of this piss poor crap. Fox misses. Well short on the 3. He has not made one from the perimeter yet. Clax. Johnson. Nearly lost it again. Skip pass to Doe. Oh my God. Doe is going to go to the free throw line. He should have really gotten it to go. He's going to get 2 shots though. And I mean, that was so ropes. It's a good screen by Spence. Keegan Murray trying to force a charge, but Doe had well and truly gotten around that. So it's going to be 2 shots for Doe. Got to make these. Yep, that's 1. That's our first point in a long, long time. We've been stranded on 41 since I think the Kings were on 38 or something. So second free throw is good. 11-point game. So Fox. And we obviously use that as a point of emphasis at the half. Getting to the line more. We've already had 2 free throws in this minute and a half of the second half. We had 5 all first half. Oh, you're fucking joking. 2 plus 1 again. Clax has now got 4 fouls. Let's have a look. Fucking hell, that is so soft, but it's a foul. It's there. And that's the last thing you need, because you can't, I don't think you can play small ball with Sabonis in the game. Like, they are going to continue to look to exploit that. If Clax picks up another foul, we're done. He's not sending Clax to the bench. He's going to have to be incredibly disciplined from here. Dinwiddie on the outside, the high screen. Dinwiddie into the paint. Kick out. Johnson. Oh, God. Shoots the 2 over Fox and doesn't get the bounce. Sabonis going to push the pace. Davis. picks up his dribble, and now Sabonis at the top of the key to Fox. We went under the screen, dared him to shoot it, and he's going to knock it down. At some point, he's going to start hitting the shots. And I'm not excited. Dinwiddie gets by, faked the pass to the corner and scored off the glass. Gotta do that more. There's been plenty of opportunity to try it. We just haven't been aggressive enough with the driving. Davis is short on the three. Dinwiddie. High screen, Clax. Dinwiddie into the paint. I reckon he thought he was fouled. Clax. Bridges open in the corner. He's off. Spence is literally complaining again. Davis lost the ball. Push the pace. Go. Like, we're just playing half-court offense every possession. It's not easy like that. Oh, Johnson with the behind the back. Then the wraparound pass. Then the dunk. Cam Johnson with some excellent facilitating. Sabonis is going to take it all the way. Oh my God. Fucking hell. How is it that easy? Oh, that is so shit. Literally, we had our fucking defense back. And somehow we allowed Sabonis a full runway to the basket to score 2 on the reverse +1. That is so piss poor out of the break, where you've emphasized playing with more intensity. That is crap. That's incredibly hard to fathom. Luckily, the free throw is off, but still, the two, very avoidable. McCall, foul. Gonna be more shots. So it's been a much less free-flowing game in this second half thus far. A lot of free throws for both teams, getting to the line and making more of a habit of getting into the paint. First free throw by Bridges is good. We just need to get him more touches because I don't think we've gotten him the ball nearly enough. There's been so many games where he just has like 16 shots. That's not enough for a guy who can shoot 50%. Oh, fucking hell. Another free throw. McCall had a really good run where he just could not miss from the line, and now he's those missed free throws are sort of leaking into his game a little bit more. Sabonis leaves it for Davis. Bounce pass to Sabonis. Now for Fox. 3 over Bridges. He's hit a second three-pointer now. And so frustrating because we played a good defensive first half and now it's just once they start to catch fire, we're in trouble. I would argue they already have. DFS, good touch pass, and Johnson for 3, the response. Back down to 14. Lift. Fox. Drives. Kick out. Murray open in the corner. Got it. And simply put, when we've had a similar opportunity, we haven't got it done. Dinwiddie's wide open. He got it. That's poor defense by the Kings. Yeah, I mean, they had their whole defense set and they somehow gave Dinwiddie a wide open 3. Sabonis finds Murray. Gets into the paint. Good by Clax. Gets the defensive rebound. A strong rebound at that. Utah is getting ready to check in. Dinwiddie into the paint. He's going to get the call. And I thought for a moment they were going to put the whistle away. It's going to be shots at the 7-minute mark. Utah is about to get into the game. I think they've flagged that there may be quite a few Claxton-less minutes with Clax sitting on 4 fouls currently. Utah into the game. He was getting ready. Like, before the game restarted at the half, Doe's going to the bench. Utah is playing at the 4, so he usually plays at the 5, but... Oh, Spence, man, you complain all game and you're 1 of 4 from the line, dude. So, Utah, let's see if he takes the opportunity. Fox, Edwards in the corner. As if, man, I can't be asked. The Kings have now matched us from the 3-point line with 10 threes made. That number's gone up since the half. Bridges, drive and kick. That is deflected out of play. 9 to shoot. And we're going to get a timeout by JV. 16-point deficit to make up. It's not out of reach, but we've definitely got a lift. Sabonis is 22 and 14. I mean, the number's gone down, but you can see De'Aaron Fox has already scored 6 in the quarter. 2 threes in that. And you can see their shooting is slowly boosting up. It was at about 37% from the field, 26% from 3 at the half. It's now gone up by about 5 percentage points. McCall only the 9 shots. Spencer's taken 12. For a guy who complains a lot, he has definitely not capitalized at the free throw line when he has gotten the whistle. The bench has been pretty non-existent. I mean, granted, quite a few guys have not really gotten ample minutes to show their worth, but you can see the shooting. It's not good enough. The Kings have had 6 more shots, but it goes far beyond that. They're out-rebounding us by 9. I reckon they've had more turnovers. The free throw number has, I reckon, evened out. 16 to 11, but we aren't really punishing there. Dinwiddie's 1 of 4 from the line. Doing a lot of yapping for a guy who cannot make the free throws when he's actually getting the calls. So, yeah. Why can't we put in Paddy or Dayron? I think, well, Dayron is a foul machine. Paddy Mills is not going to solve defensive problems at all. But, like, yeah, it's just been a bit lackluster. Like, I figured we had the opportunity in the first half, you know? Gee, got such a sore throat from being back at the footy yesterday. It's not doing me any favors with the stream today. The lead has actually gone out for the Kings. I thought we were going to make a little bit of inroads, but it's not ideal that Clax picked up his 4th foul early. That said, he is remaining in the game. We have... What? That did not seem like a 5-second call. That's a joke. How do they fuck it up that badly out of the timeout? Seriously? You had 2 full minutes to work out the play and you couldn't even execute it. Oh, God. Sabonis, Euro, kick out of Fox. 1-on-1 with Utah. Oh, that's bad. Good rebound, Clax. 6 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. We've got to make a run here. Dinwiddie the kick out. Johnson on the catch. Got it. Big make. And Dinwiddie with the dime. So that's good, Spence. Got to do that more, though. I would try force the ball into the hands of Kessler Edwards as much as possible because I don't back him to hit threes consistently. Murray to Fox. 1-on-1 with McCall. Gets into the paint. Oh, come on, dude. What do you want him to do? They call that a trip. I don't really know what you want him to do. Spin move. Like, what do you want him to do there? Move his leg out of the way because he knows Fox is going to be there? What fucking bullshit. Oh, God. That's a good cut by Fox. The kick out of Edwards. Catch and shoot for Barnes. It's off. Rebound Bridges. We make our run now. We've gotten a couple of stops. We can trim this to 10. Dinwiddie. Corner for Utah. Gets by the closeout. Good dump pass to Clax. And the 2 points is good. Good feed by Utah. Back down to 11. Trey Lyles getting ready on the side to come in. Sabonis. Kick out to Fox. Layup. Missed the layup. He wanted the contact. He was trying to get a bit of contact on Bridges. But he was too preoccupied with that and actually missed it. Johnson, the kick out of Bridges. 3. It's going to be a foul. It nearly went in, I tell you what, but it's going to be 3 shots nonetheless. I don't know who's the culprit for the Kings, but that's not one you want to concede. It is former net Kessler Edwards. Definitely must have got him on the arm. A little bit of a brush. So 3 shots for McCall. First is good. Utah immediately comes in and has an impact. And it's almost as if his presence just makes the change. So we can, with a couple of makes, cut it back down to 8. And within the space of a minute, if McCall can make these next 2, he makes the first one. We've basically sliced the deficit in about a minute and a half. It was 71-55, having exited the timeout and then giving away that 5-second violation. But we've done well to get a few stops in recent memory. And the 3rd free throw is good. So perfect from the line. It is now down to 8. A little run within the space of about 90 seconds. Monk gets by. Mitchell on the catch. It's off. The rebound by Clax. And now Bridges will handle the ball. Gets by Mitchell. Johnson cut. That was a poor pass. Johnson recovered. Bridges in the paint. Extra feed. Utah the dunk. Cam Johnson, that's all you. We should have not gotten a proper good possession. McCall's pass was very ropes. But Cam Johnson, the good chase up. Dinwiddie doubles. Monk to Mitchell. Good rotation. Mitchell into the paint. Kick out to Sabonis, who lets it fly. Misses. Rebound. Fuck's sake, Utah. Couldn't handle the rebound. Lyles in the corner is good. That is fucking annoying, dude, man. All Utah needed to do was just be more stable and take one extra step back. Clax is going to drive on Sabonis. Oh, God. That's out of play on Lyles, who nearly forced a turnover. I mean, look, we got a 2 on one end, but we can, we got a 2 on one end from a recycled possession, but then conceded 3 from the exact same kind of possession. Kick in the guts, but is what it is. I mean, we're playing, who are we playing now? Dinwiddie, I believe, has gone to the bench. No, he's in. Dinwiddie, Cam Johnson, McCall, Utah, Clax, Royce ready to come in. Dinwiddie, fucking hell, that was crap. If that was the play, seriously, shooting a contested 3 on the pull-up, come on. Pass the ball. Just a couple possessions which serve as a kick in the guts. Clax played really well to not commit a foul in like 7 minutes of him having 4 fouls. Royce is now picking up Sabonis, and we know how well he played on Jokic and Gobert a couple games ago. And right there, he wins a possession for his team, having drawn the offensive foul on Sabonis. So Royce O'Neal the handoff to Johnson. Utah, Johnson, high screen Royce. He's going to get it here. Corner for Bridges. Drives baseline. Reverse. Blew it. And it's surely going to be a timeout. Yep. We're getting opportunities here to cut the lead a little bit further, but not doing ourselves any form of favors. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new to the stream. I also did a video on Royce yesterday, or posted it yesterday, so you can check that one out if you really want to in your spare time. I believe that's a good watch, and it probably hasn't gotten the attention I would like, but you know what is what it is. So if you want to check that out, you can. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to let us know, and subscribe if you are new. You know the deal. Mr. Whammy has a huge sign, and it reads, "There are 4 bridges that lead to Brooklyn, but there is only one bridges solely in Brooklyn and at the Barclays. The 4 bridges require great support to carry the weight. Now Brooklyn Bridges gets his support from each and every teammate." Damn, buzz. Someone's got to make a song about that. Spence is 5 of 13. Bridges is 4 of 10. Who should be shooting the ball more? I know, it's pretty fucked. Like, what the fuck is Bridges doing only with 10 shots? Granted, Mikal is shooting 1 of his last 7. He is shooting 1 of his last 7. He made his first 3 shots and is now 1 of 7 since. But that being said, he should not only have 10 shots. He should have about 16 at this point in the game. Spence should not have 13 at this point in the game either. He should probably have about 10. Spence is a better player when he's passing the ball and utilizing the acceleration to get in the paint, force the defense to collapse. This is a very low-scoring game. I got the Kings. Well, in a low-scoring game, I would have backed the Nets more because I wouldn't back the Kings' defense. But the Kings have been good defensively, and we haven't really been that switched on offensively. A lot of misses in there. Got to secure the glass, though. That's the number one thing for me, because like we were going on a run. If Utah just secures the rebound, it could have been a single possession. Instead, we're staring down the barrel of it being a double-digit deficit at the end of this possession. But Sumner is getting minutes. They heard me. Jacques Vaughn heard me. Yes. We've got a Sumner sighting. Royce picked up by Sabonis. Bridges doubles. Trey Lyles tips it. Or lost it after Johnson tipped it. Turnover. Johnson, Royce, Bridges. 1-on-1. Dinwiddie to the bench. Bridges, Sumner, bypass. That's good energy, though. Look, that's the first possession by Sumner. And look, the acceleration was rapid there. I mean, if the pass is good to Utah, we get an open 3. But kick in the guts that it happened the way it happened. Monk, drive on Bridges, picks up his dribble. The kick out of Mitchell. Edwards in the corner. Please don't. Rebound, thank you. Sumner to Bridges. Push the pace now. Bridges, Utah, Royce, 3. Got it! And that's the good thing about having a backup 5. Or a small forward playing the 5. You've got a fair bit of spacing on the floor. Oh, come on! How is that a foul? Oh, fuck off. You're taking the piss if that's a foul. Let's have a look. Oh, come on. There's contact like that all game, every game. Like, you're joking. If that was the adjudication of a whistle, then KD would be getting fouled every single possession. Metu is in the game for the Kings. After Sabonis heads to the bench, Monk. Now to Fox. Are you fucking serious? Another foul! Ed. Let's have a look at the whistle. Oh my god! Bro, the voice cracks make it sound funnier that I'm getting. You can't be fucking serious, dude. That is soft as fuck! Oh my god! And Utah swatted the shit out of that! Bro, I understand the hand was there, but that is a fucking joke. How soft? Apparently softer than one-ply toilet paper. Royce just blew a layup. He's gonna get 2 at the line, but that was softer than toilet paper. Jesus Christ. KD would have 100 free throws a game and hardly complains about it. Well, yeah. If those kind of fouls are getting called, Royce misses a free throw. What a fucking surprise. We literally, like, he would be getting fouled every possession if that's the adjudication of what a whistle is. The good thing is, the game is not out of hand. We've responded well since facing a 16-point deficit early on. We need to close out the half now, for the love of God. Fox, one-on-one with Royce, the kick out of Edwards. I'm happy with that shot, but he knocks it down, and that is a kick in the guts. Bro, Kess could not buy a three-pointer when he played for us, and all of a sudden, a change of scenery. Johnson from way downtown. Oh my god, that's a terrible shot. They get it ahead. Lyles for 2. Just like that, it's out to a dozen again. Royce, Sumner, please just slow down. Slow down. Why are we rushing? Why are we rushing? Oh my god. That is crap time management. We had a 6-point or 6-second difference between shot and game. Questionable shot selection by Johnson on the previous 3. What? They're in the bonus. Are you fucking joking? Is that not a tie-up and jump ball? We have literally shot ourselves in the foot again. We did well. Basically the entire quarter. But much like the back end of the second against OKC, like, we have stunk it up to close out the third. Makes the first free throw. We have still had 0 fast break points. We have not been able to force turnovers for our life. Rebound Utah. So since Utah did not get that offensive rebound, it's been an 11-4 run. Bridges into the paint. Reverse is good. They've just got to exploit the crap out of that in this last quarter, I feel. Fox is going to have to get one up. Doesn't. He hit it. That was a very scary shot if he shoots that on time, but 3-quarter time and we have got our backs to the wall. It is an 11-point lead. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to show your support in more ways than one. But 3-quarter time and we basically made no inroads. I mean, the deficit was out to 16. We got it down to as little as 6 and would have had a chance to get it to 1 possession before we actually gave away the second chance op. But this is what we're dealing with here. So McCall's only at 11 shots in the game, which is far too little for a guy of his quality. Spencer's at 14. Clax is at 13 rebounds, which is just absurd. Royce with 7. Curry with 9. I have liked Utah's minutes, and Edmund Sumner's provided something a little bit different, which is good. That's what we need, because we've got 0 fast break points. You got to get plays with pace in. And Utah does thrive with scoring transition 3-pointers. So that's, for once, Jacques Vaughn has actually listened to the people. We're shooting the ball a little bit better than we were doing earlier on in the quarter, but the Kings have got 7 more shots. They've got 5 more rebounds. I mean, I guarantee you they've barely turned the ball over in this game, which has not done us any favors. And the free throw number, I mean, we've had so many looks. I mean, Dinwiddie 1 of 4 from the line. O'Neal 1 of 2 from the line. Got to be converting those in a game, which I reckon is going to be very close right to the end. So it's not out of the question. We've had quarters where we've outscored by 19, you know. We've had quarters where we've outscored by 18, 19. So we're going to need to see another quarter like that again, where we just put this team on clamps. But we have to crack the ton. That is going to be a given. If we're going to win this game, we need to crack the ton. A longer run on or 2, and we've got this in the bag. Very easy to say. Interestingly difficult to execute. We've got Seth Curry on the floor with Sumner, Clax, Dinwiddie, Royce. That's a really weird team. Is there one guy that can shoot the ball well? We're playing Seth Curry at the 3, bro. What is the plan? So Clax is on the floor at the 5. So it seems like the trend has been with JV. If we've got a bunch of small guards, Clax is always on the floor for those minutes. High screen by Clax. Dinwiddie 1-on-1 with Lyles. You've got to drive it, Spence. You've got to drive it. 1-on-1. Through the middle. Kick out to Sumner. On the catch. Got it! Bro, he's got such a high arcing 3. But that's a good start. That's exactly what we needed to open the 4th. And he's playing defense on Fox. Monk in a switch. Got Clax on him. Lyles in the corner. If he's smart, he's going to back down Curry. He's going to back down Dinwiddie instead. Spin. Surely a travel. Bro, fucking box out. For the love of God, you're giving Edwards another 2 off on the offensive glass. Bro. Curry's open in the corner. He got it. 2 threes to start the last. But we've got to get the stops and then box out. With this team, you need to absolutely collapse the paint and secure it. Fox 1-on-1 with Clax. Good defense, better offense on the reverse. See, that's why you need to get the boards. Because there are going to be possessions like that where Fox just takes hold and scores. Dinwiddie the drive. Behind the back, into the paint. Foul. It's going to be shots. The good thing is we've made a habit of getting into the restricted area a lot more. You know, we only had 5 free throws at the half, and even though the offense hasn't been excellent, you know, the free throws sort of help. So, a free throw cuts it down to 7. Let's forget about the fouls. We need to communicate on the defensive end and stay connected. Oh, Spence, bro. He's fucking 2 of 6 from the line. Dude, I can't be asked. So many free throws. Lyles, excellent drive and excellent score off the glass again. But, like, it's so infuriating when Spence complains and is 2 of 6 from the line, bro. Royce into the paint, the Euro, the kick out, Dinwiddie to Curry. Good ball movement, one more again. Oh my God, the ball movement was saucy. And Curry misses the three. Bro, that was really good off-ball movement with and without the ball. You know, the ball was zinging around. Well complimented. Don't give him the three. Lyles thought about the three. He's not going to shoot it over Spence. And now Monk one-on-one over Clax. Missed it. Oh my God, Royce nearly conceded another offensive board to Edwards. Royce. Curry. Down the middle. Clax. Shoots the runner. He's got it. Offense has looked pretty good to open this last quarter. We're going to get a timeout, I think. Whoa, I just absolutely annihilated the mic. We look soft. It's not that we're soft. It's just the fact that when you play a small ball lineup, this happens a lot. And it's sometimes avoidable, it's sometimes not. But it is just incredibly frustrating nonetheless how it's been happening this game. Like, constantly. Like, of all people to torch us, how fitting is it that Kessler Edwards has played a good game? Like, it's so fitting. So fitting. Like, I'm very interested to see what his box score numbers are right now. Let me just have a quick look. He's 4 of 6. He's scored 10 points and he's got 3 rebounds. He's a +2. So he hasn't been, like, explosively good. Or incredibly good. I'm just using a really random word. Long way in this game, though. You know, you're 1-8-0 run away from tying the game up. You're a 13-0 run away from having the game, you know, in your hands. At this point, Spencer shouldn't even be looking at the refs. The problem is he's just got to play his own game. Well, that's what he needs to do. Because half the time he's just so consumed. He's always so consumed with the previous possession that he's not even thinking about the present. Got a foul, Clax out. Well, yeah, from a Kings perspective, they should have really tried to attack that a little bit more because Clax was... He is prone to fouling in some really careless ways. I mean, even on the offensive side, offensive screens, or offensive fouls because of an illegal screen, like he's been prone to that too. You know, it's not what you want. And yeah, that fourth foul very early on in the third quarter wasn't ideal for him, but he did well to remain disciplined and not give that one away. It puts him in much better shape given he's got 2 fouls to play with, you know, down the stretch in the final 9 minutes or whatever. We need to win this because we're a game back from the Knicks. The Heat are 2 games behind us. So the Heat are closing in. The Knicks also thereabouts. Ahead of us. Fox, Edwards, picked up by Curry. Sabonis. Keegan Murray. Looking for Sabonis. That pass is errant. And Dinwiddie does well in the post. So that is a good starting point. That's not what you want if you're the Kings. So the Kings, I mean, they were pretty responsible with the ball in the first half and the third quarter even. They're up to 7 turnovers though. So we've done well to force. Dinwiddie. Sumner remains in. Royce to Sumner in the corner. He's got Murray on him. He drives. Bounce past to Curry. Open in the other corner. Got to score it. We get the long rebound. Dinwiddie. Royce is open. On the catch. Got to make it. 2 great looks. 2 games we lit, or 2 shots that, yeah, now the opportunity's gone begging. Fox misses, get the board. Dinwiddie does. The door is ajar. The opportunity is present. Dimwitty the spin. He wanted the foul. He didn't get it. He's once again complaining. It's a 5-on-4. Sabonis. Bounce past the Fox in the corner. Now feeds Sabonis on the baseline. Doubled. Bounce past to Edwards who cut back door. Lost it. It's going to be a jump ball. Bro. We have had so many looks. Well done by Royce to force a jump ball there. So 7:44 to play in this game. It is an 8-point deficit. We've been facing a deficit basically since the back end of the second quarter, where the Kings went on a really good, dominant run. And we've, since that point, been having to claw our way back into things. And now I think this is when the final push needs to happen. Curry stops, pulls up, got it. Down to 6. Come on. Sabonis picked up by Clax, nice and early. Now Sumner picking up Fox. I love that defensive assignment. I've been calling for this all game. He is very, very... Oh, okay, that's the little problem, though. Because, I mean, Fox is very crafty in the paint. What is Royce doing trying to reach there? I think Sumner also would have picked up a foul on the upward shooting motion. It's going to be free throws for De'Aaron. Couple shots coming up. Obviously was big in the clutch yesterday. So Fox converts 1. I think Sumner's just gone to the bench. We've got 7 minutes to play. You would expect the starting 5 probably get some good run in the... well, down the stretch here, I think, from here on out. Fox misses the free throw, and it's, well, a chance to get it down to probably the closest it's been in this second half. Dimwitty, high screen Curry. The switch now sees Monk guarding Dimwitty on the outside. High screen again. Clax did not pass to the corner. Clax, excellent take over the top. Sumner remains in the game. Interesting. Monk, the kick out of Barnes. Fox has gone to the bench. Barnes stops. The 2 is off. Good defense, Royce. Another good stop. Bridges, DFS, Cam Johnson queuing up at the scorer's table. Clax, pass to the corner. Royce on the catch. I don't like that. I don't. I mean, they're playing a bit of zone defense and they're challenging us to score the 3. They're daring us into it. I definitely don't think they can afford it once our starters get back in. Dimwitty's going to get pinged for a foul. How many tanking teams will we meet in our remaining games? Well, we've got Houston. I can't name too many others, to be honest. There's not many. Orlando, if you want to consider them. That's really about it. Detroit once, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Alrighty, so Monk makes number 1. Both teams shooting exactly the same percentage from the field at 41% each. Kings have had 4 more shots. Monk at the line. Shot made. So we have sent Royce to the bench for a breather. Clax is also there. We're playing some small ball with Sabonis in the game. DFS at the 5. McCall, Cam Johnson, Dimwitty, and Curry all on the floor. McCall, DFS, doesn't shoot the 3. Driving kick. He probably had an open layup, to be honest. Spence, Doe top of the key. There's no way he missed that badly. I refuse to believe he's missed the shot that badly. I swear that was a block. So, Murray to Sabonis. That's a pretty poor possession. I would have loved to have seen Royce close the game out, to be quite honest. Good defense by Curry to initially deny Monk the ball. Sabonis the roll and the score. As far as I'm concerned, you cannot have Clax on the side down the stretch. How bad? Airball? Yeah. That's what it was, yeah. But I refuse to believe that wasn't a block. 9-point game, I mean, the time is starting to be against us. And, I honestly don't think there is a vision of us winning with Clax and Royce not involved. That is not the overlay I want. This is the overlay I want. So, if we just look at who's done bits off the bench, Utah and Sumner have played some minutes today and done pretty decently well. Clax 14 and 14. He's been really good in the second half, 4-4 from the field. McCall only 11 shots. Like, that is not good enough. Not good enough. When Clax is taking the same amount of shots as Bridges, nah. Like, I'm not having it. DFS was an elite shooter in Dallas. I don't know what gotten into him. Well, you don't necessarily have Luka, who attracts like 3 defenders, and thus there's a lot more open threes. There was less of a responsibility as well in Dallas. Like, he could take 3 to 4 threes a game and that'd be fine. Sometimes there's been more. Well, because there's not a clear number one option, the responsibility is elevated on the role players a little bit more. And so DFS has had to take some more threes. Some of those have been more contested. But yeah, we need to seriously knuckle down in the final 5 minutes, man. It was the second quarter that cost us the game. If we end up losing this, we've had 0 fast break points in this game. 0. Nothing. Zilch. Different team, different factors, different results. Yep, 100%. You can take a player for what they produced at another team, and it's never going to fully portray what they will deliver at their new team. Like that 3, you said that had to be contested. Well, yeah, I don't really know what happened. It was just a really not phantom. It just was, yeah, weird nature to how we missed the 3. Like, it was such a bad miss. Surely you got a hand to it, Sabonis. So McCall, 1-on-1 with Murray. Defense collapses. Bridges scores for 2 on the baseline. So that's what I reckon the plan has to be. Feed Bridges. Operation Feed Bridges. 7-point game. Curry is playing in the closing. Clax is still on the bench. Barnes picked up by Dimwitty. Another whistle, man. This has got to, like, I think you have to bring Clax back in. Like, because it's just a bit ridiculous at the moment with the amount of free throws they're getting. Barnes misses number 1, but yeah. Like, it's just, you know, a guard is getting isolated 1 out in the paint on someone taller than them. And it's just not really a good recipe for success, isn't it? So it's going to be interesting to see when that change is made. Right now we're playing Doe at the 5. Dimwitty, Johnson, Bridges. 1-on-1 with Murray. Into the paint. That's a foul. Got it! Come on. We're knocking on the door. We're knocking on the door. If he makes this, it's down to 5. I don't think it's been any closer in this second half. McCall now is 20 in 12 of his 15 Nets games. He's been a baller. Keep feeding him the ball. Edwards is in the game for the closing with Barnes, Fox, Monk, Sabonis. Barnes picked up by Dimwitty on the edge of the paint. Curry coming over to help. Edwards to the corner for Sabonis. It's off. Rebound. Bridges. Please. I'll live with the Sabonis three-pointer. He doesn't knock him down that often. He doesn't even take him that often. Bridges gonna drive on Fox. He's well held by Fox, actually. Good screen. Bridges is doubled. Corner for Johnson. What the fuck? Dude! It rattled out. Fox through the paint. And it's gonna be shots, but... How did... Bro, I thought that was in. It rattled around the rim. That would have cut it to a single possession. I hate this. Every time we get it to... we get it down to 2 possessions. We're shooting threes or something's like undoing us on the defensive end. It's always something in the way. Bridges should have had 13 attempts by the half, and yet here we are in the 4th. And he's only got 13 now. Yep. That's probably why we have not even cracked 90 points yet. McCall, just simply put, has not had enough looks. So the Kings making a living at the line for basically the last 3 or so minutes. McCall picked up by Fox. Fox has been a really good defender. At least for his size. That's going to be a foul on, I believe, Malik Monk. And it's just stoppage after stoppage after stoppage after stoppage. So it's going to be more free throws, I do think. I don't know if it was in the shooting motion. Yep, it is. So this helps because, yeah, the more points we can tack on with the clock not moving, the better. Bridges makes 1. We now crack 90. McCall's got 22. Looks like we're getting a timeout in here at the 3:19 mark. So the use it or lose it timeout is applied. And yeah. I don't know who said before Detroit or the Nuggets being embarrassed by Detroit. Well, the Nuggets won by 19. So there you have it. The Pacers have scored 102 on the Bucks. That's nuts. Crazy shit. I don't know how the quarter by quarter went. Yeah, the Nuggets outscored the Pistons by 19 in the last quarter. So a free throw to come here for the Nets. It is down to 6. Where am I from? Australia, my guy. Australia, dude. Currently in the early stages of the afternoon right now. 96-90. We've actually played a colossal performance defensively, but offensively we are suffering. Or have suffered. It's not too late to rectify things. We can go on a 7-0 run in a minute. It's possible. Fouls just kills games even if the team I like is winning. Like every other play foul. Yeah, well, it's really been like this all game long. Especially in the second half. So McCall was not affected by the stoppage in play and converts the free throw. So both teams with 2 timeouts remaining as we enter the final 3 minutes. 5-point game. Sabonis to Monk. The driving kick to Barnes. Edwards in the corner, picked up by Curry. Bounce past to Sabonis. He's got Dinwiddie on him. Johnson comes over to help. Edwards over the shoulder to Monk for 3. That's what happens when you double Sabonis. Why is Clax on the bench? You can't be doing this. You can't be doing this. I understand you can possibly play Hacker Clax. But, look, I'd rather get free throws at the line than not. And not be compromised on defense. Bridges is... What the fuck were the Kings doing? They just threw it away. Bridges in the corner. Not the shot. And now we're in trouble. That's not a shot you take. Fox, Sabonis. Oh, I don't like this closing lineup. Monk. Hit it off someone's head. That's off Monk. He wanted a whistle. He thought he got hit on the arm with 2:02 left in this game. Man, I've got a sore throat. Far out. This is not doing me any favors with the play-by-play, but here we go. Two minutes to go. 8-point game. Clax is ready to check in. Bridges on the outside. We've got to go on a late quarter run. Bridges one-on-one. The cross into the paint. The runner, that's off. Good defense by Malik Monk. And look, I wanted Mikal to get the ball. And he hasn't really stood up to the task. Because there's been some really good defense in there. For a team that's not known for defense. We have had 7 more shots than them from the field. I mean, they've been to the line a lot more. But that is off. Oh, we got the ball. Oh, that is big. Big play by Mikal because Sabonis got the offensive rebound initially after Fox. After Fox missed the 3, which would have been the dagger, but Mikal was able to wrestle it back. And it's going to be Dinwiddie driving into the paint. The scoop is good. We're literally going to have to not give them one bucket the rest of the way. Clax is now back taking a seat. Fox over the top. Missed it. That is the problem. Blocked by Dinwiddie. He lost it. How on earth did that happen? Dinwiddie in transition. That's a foul. We're in the bonus. We're going to the line. So just to run through things for you, Sabonis missed about... Well, he had 3 bites of the cherry with the offensive rebound. Like, he lost it, he got it back. He lost it, he got it back. He lost it, he got it back. And then just threw it away. Dinwiddie with an excellent defensive possession. Among others who also were thereabouts. Spence makes number 1. That wasn't convincing, but every free throw counts now. And Spencer Dinwiddie being crap from the free throw line today has arguably cost us in a close game like this. Keegan Murray back in. Spence is 3 of 7 in a game or in... Oh my God, he's 3 of 8! Bro, if he was perfect, the game is tied. In a season where he is 83% from the line, how do you go 3 of 8 in a fucking game? Fox into the paint. Clax with the presence, but Sabonis with the board again. Oh my... Oh my God, are you taking the piss, bro? We forced 2 misses and could not get the rebound. I didn't realize that Clax's initial or the missed layup by Fox that Clax created did not hit the rim, so they had to throw one up with Malik Monk, and we unfortunately could not get the board. I mean, this is probably the most unexpected outcome for a game. And it's not because the Kings are probably going to win. It's because of the way in which they have won. It hasn't been on the back of them scoring 100 and... Like, it hasn't been on the back of them scoring 130. It's been on the back of them playing good defense. Like, they've held us to 94 points. And what did I say at three-quarter time as well? I said, if we... Like, it is a given that we need to crack 100 points. And look what would have happened if we hit 100 points. We would potentially be going for the win. But, like, Spencer Dinwiddie, bro, I'm done with this team. Mate, I guarantee those words are being said by you every single game. But this is the problem with not having... Or this is the problem with playing small ball. I mean, granted, in a game like this, like... I don't even know what to say. Like, every time we play switch defense, it has a ripple effect on everything. Because you've got usually Clax guarding the ball handler. And you've got... Yeah, and he is to contest the shot. So if he forces the miss, then you've got to rely on all these smaller players to get the defensive rebound, which against Sabonis, who is a rebounding monster, you don't like your chances. We've missed a lot of three-pointers down the stretch. I mean, Cam Johnson missing threes, Seth Curry missing threes, Mikal Bridges missing threes. That is fucking hideous. How do we end up with it? Bridges on the move. That's going to do it. With 10.8 left. I mean, ultimately, we deserve to lose. 94 points in a game is pretty shitty. They didn't play good defense. We can't shoot when it counts. They then run to the basket and score. I'm going to say they played good defense because we gave Mikal the rock down the stretch and they did not let him get to the cup. They forced him into those mid-ranges, which he's so-called good at. Today, he wasn't. You know, we talk about the second quarter, like Mikal Bridges, started 3 of 3 from the field, and in one stage in the third quarter, he was 4 of 11. So he went 1 of 8 in that stretch. Malik Monk makes 1, misses 1, and, well, the game's probably over. Johnson into the paint, scores for 2. It's not going to count for much anyway. The ball's inbounded, and they're going to let the clock run, and that is going to do it. 96-101 the final. But what did we say? I mean, I said we needed to crack 100 to have any chance. We didn't crack 101. We did defend exceptionally well against a really good offensive team. But the problem is the offense was not there basically the entirety of the way. And yeah, I mean, the Kings played pretty good defense. We had some looks, that's cool. But, you know, the Kings played good defense because they were forcing the ball into the hands of shooters that couldn't score the basketball today. If we go to the box score and just suss out what's going on here, like Mikal, as we said, he started 3 of 3 and he's ended 7 of 17. So there's the efficiency. Those missed free throws hurt so much in that tech. Well, we will discuss that in a moment. Clax was, you know, he responded very well after halftime. 14 points, 14 boards total. Spencer Dinwiddie with 18 and probably more complaining, moments of complaining than free throws made in this game. Off the bench, Royce actually played a really good last quarter, but I can't help but think that we needed Royce later in the game. Because Royce brought the energy and got it down to a sizable margin. He was playing some really good defense on Domantas Sabonis. Seth Curry, not bad off the bench. The shooting ultimately was not good enough, as we said. a couple games ago, you hit 16 threes. History would suggest this season that we win that game. But unfortunately, 2 threes. Well, 2 threes made would have won us the game, but the missed free throws really cost us. 16 of 23, and it's not because Clax took 8 free throws. It's because Spencer Dinwiddie took 8 free throws and had a terrible conversion rate of 3 of 8, which doesn't help one bit, does it? Overall, only 3 offensive rebounds, 6 turnovers. So in a game where we couldn't score the basketball, looking after it was imperative. We did that well. But overall, 41 rebounds to 57. Overall, they had 82 shots to 80. So they still had more shots, even though they went to the free throw line 9 more times. They had 13 offensive rebounds to 2. Turned the ball over 6 more times. But as we said, that offensive rebounding was so imperative. I mean, you look at little moments like Utah not getting the rebound in the back end of the third quarter where we were down, I think, 6. We were going on a run. I think it was a 10-0 run. And we didn't secure the board there. He fumbled it out of his hands. And what ended up happening on that second chance? Trey Lyles scores a 3. And we don't really ever get closer until it's too late. So, yeah. But overall, I mean, the Kings didn't really have a star performer. We actually played really well defensively on De'Aaron Fox, 5 of 16. Malik Monk didn't catch fire. Kessler Edwards played pretty well against his former side. But here's the problem. I mean, Domantas Sabonis, actually, he only scored 4 points in the second half. So credit to us for playing defense pretty well in that second half. 21 rebounds, though, is ridiculous, and 7 offensive, so it's not ideal there. But ultimately, this game wasn't won on offense. It was won on defense, and it was that little run in the second quarter where we couldn't close out the first half, which cost us in the end. It was basically a run of possessions where we just could not buy a bucket for our life. And there were a lot of open looks there. So that basically told the story of the game. Even down the stretch, we had some open threes and couldn't hit those either. Kessler got his revenge. I wouldn't say revenge. I'd just say he's relishing an opportunity. But no, he's performing well for them. So credit to him. If he's getting the opportunity and performing, I can't really complain with that. It's not like he was going to get minutes with our team anyway. Honestly, if we hit those threes, we would have won. Well, if you're not aware, there is actually a stat. Yeah. If we hit 16 threes or more in games this season, we're 12-1. So if we hit 2 more threes today, I mean, obviously a number of other factors have to go your way, and obviously the game can change with the threes being made. But if you simply just add 2 threes onto the final score, we win. So potentially there's a change. But yeah, Spencer Dinwiddie got to stop yapping and start training at the free throw line again, because 3 of 8 is fucking stupid. Especially if you're a point guard and you're complaining and you're getting to the line more often than not. Spencer can't be your closer. Well, I don't really know who you want to close then. I would like to hear your thoughts on that one. If you're leaving now, make sure to drop a like on the way out and subscribe if you are new. Why did Utah get benched again? Well, he did play some good minutes in the third quarter and the start of the last, but I don't think you could play him down the stretch. You could have played him down the stretch, but he wasn't a part of the group that was making the final push. I would have liked to have seen Royce and Clax actually play properly important minutes. Clax going to the bench at the 5-minute mark was not the right move, but it was because of the way the minutes had been staggered that he had to go to the bench to get a breather, and by the time he came back in, 2 minutes left, it was pretty much all said and done. That is going to do it from me, though. That was an interesting game. I mean, it wasn't really anything exciting. We will be back nice and early again for Nets Nuggets, which should be a good match. I don't really know what to expect. But it is yet again another game we need to win, with Miami beaten down the door, and also the New York Knicks potentially getting a little bit more breathing room yet again. Tomorrow's games, I'm just going to have a little look just to see what the dealio is. Tomorrow's games are including the Knicks are not playing. The Miami Heat are not playing either. Miami plays Chicago in a couple of days, and the Knicks play Denver. So, yeah, we don't play for a couple of days. We will see you in about, it'll be 3 days' time, an early start yet again. WatchNet's Twitter overreact. I'm quite optimistic. Sumner should be first off the bench and Utah should play more. I'm not going to say Sumner first off the bench, but for a game like this, with De'Aaron Fox playing really well and we couldn't break out in transition, a play like Sumner with all that pace is a really good kind of play to have at your disposal. And I think we should have played him more, especially in those Cam minutes that we got in the first quarter. But look, we can all speculate about what Twitter's saying, but I'm not going to really feed into that too much. We just talk about what we talk about here, and we don't get too caught up in certain narratives or results. We just got to move forward with the next game. That's all you can do. The game's now done. We can only control what's yet to come. So, yeah, that'll do it, everyone. Thank you for tuning in yet again. We'll see you in a few days' time for one of the final streams of the season. You can see to my right, there's only about 5 or so left that I'm doing. So if you want to make each watch along count, make sure to tune in. Drop a like on your way out, and that'll do it from me. So thank you for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Have a good one, and bye for now.